just keep on swimming.
Keep on swimming.
Yeah. So, I mean, you've seen a couple of the episodes. How does it feel to be on?
Oh, it feels good, man. I enjoy it. Like I said, I hadn't had a super chance to watch a whole lot. Again, let me back up. I'd be lying to say if I hadn't had a chance. Every time I remember it, I always have something to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I missed that. Doggone it. I need to watch that later. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh yeah. So, the first one I watched, which by the way, you need to tell Phil there's a truck right out by the toll.
Why?
It's like, what is it? Thought about doing Lupia or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
There's a food truck out there with his name on it.
Yep.
I'll tell him.
He actually, so he does want to do the food truck, but he's been, he asked me like what equipment I have going on because he wants to start his own podcast soon.
Yeah.
And he's going to name it, I hope he doesn't mind that I say it, but he's going to name it the Unhyphenated American.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. And he's going to have it like not in an enclosed type situation. It's going to be like more of an outdoor, like shed or area type place. And no, I'm excited. He said I'd be the first guest. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I'll definitely subscribe to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's neat. Yeah. It's, I don't watch a lot of podcasts or anything like that, but it was just, I think whenever I saw your name pop up on socials and I friended you and then I saw that you were starting it up and I was like, oh man, that'd be neat. I was watching it and it was one of those days to where you were talking about being able to walk around and listen. I was doing the same thing with that episode with Phil and kind of walking around. Everything was running really good.
Yeah.
And wouldn't get a whole lot of calls. So I was like, you can edit this out. I was bored.
That happens sometimes.
There are days that make up for it.
Definitely. There are definitely days that make up for it.
But my main priority as an equipment technician is no SDRs and don't have to call anybody. They don't have to hear from me. Everything's good. But it doesn't happen that way always.
Yeah.
But I have a hard time calling people because I'm like, I've almost got it. I'm almost got it. Next thing you know, supervisor shows up. Like, why didn't you call out? I'm like, how long has it been? They're like, it's been 10 minutes.
This is I'll introduce my little secret sauce as to how I was able to evolve quickly. So in those types of situations where I didn't want to call anybody, I would like premeditatively created relationships with the like different engineers with different disciplines. Whether it's someone who's like really good at welding or someone that's really good at robots or someone that's really good at PLCs. I could pretty quickly at that point be able to determine whether or not it's going to be like some kind of mechanical issue, robot issue, or controls issue, or just like, just a general issue. Like this is truly a black box. And I think it's going to require multiple minds to kind of figure this out. So that's what I got good at. And then once I got good at that, I knew who to call. And I would call him like immediately, like, hey, not sure where I'm going right now. I think I know where I'm going right now. Just want to let you know. You can help out, cool. Like, I'm trying to, I'm trying to figure this out. So I might figure it out before you get here, but this is the situation. And he's like, oh yeah. Try this. You go through here to there, and you'll get to this area, this menu. I'm on my way anyway, but just so you like understand like how to get to this, start playing around in this area.
Yeah.
First, and then once I get there, we'll talk. And usually by the time like they direct me or wherever I'm supposed to go, it's like, oh, dude, I figured it out.
Got it. Yeah.
By the time they got there.
Yeah.
So even in like even if they aren't needed, like it's kind of cool to get to the point where it's like you figured it out, and they were there to confirm, like, hey, dude, like, you're not a retard. Like that was good, man.
Yeah,
That was really good. Like for real. Like they're not just gonna give you a pat on the back just because they're your supervisor or something. Like these people are, that they respect game, as they say.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've had a few of those moments here lately where it's just like I've got it.
Hell
I just
yeah.
called just to make sure.
Yep.
Or somebody in production called inadvertently out of non-necessity, and by the time they get there, and they're like, "Well, what was wrong with it?" "Well, I did this, 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 and this," and they're like, "Well, why did you call controls?" And I'm like, "I didn't."
Yeah.
I had it. 6 minutes, baby. But yeah, I like those situations. I'll just tell you, I'm like a dopamine addict.
Mm-hmm.
I get high from fixing things.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you. I just, it's like,
Same thing. Same.
I'm like, woo,
Same.
But on the opposite end of that, when I can't figure it out, I'll beat myself up for 3 days. Why did I do that? What? Why? Yeah, whatever. But I do. I think that's why this field suits me from that standpoint, is I get to feed that, that dopamine pumping, and it gives me that fix, I guess, so to speak. And that's been, I mean, honestly, that's been kind of the way it's been throughout anything I've ever done. I was always the fixer. I was the guy. Call him in. He'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Even though if it was on the weekend, it wasn't working, call Scott. He'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But oh well.
It's a good position to be on, to feel like you are the fixer.
And I'm not anywhere near that right now, but I feel like I'm transitioning to the point to where
you're leveling up yourself.
Yeah. But I don't want to go up there too far. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to get into the weeds here, but I just want to do my time and head on out. Well, I don't know. I think I sent you the video of me and Mario talking about you.
Yeah.
But Mario really like respects you, dude. 100%.
I respect him on the opposite side.
Yeah. And but yeah, he always, well, at least on the podcast, he's mentioned you a couple times.
Yeah.
And like, just because you're just open to talk about anything.
Yeah.
Like you're always just, hey, what's up, man? Oh, this is fucking, whatever. Like, oh, hey, let's go into this deeper topic. All right. Oh yeah. I don't agree with you, but
I try to be open like that, and I think a lot of that has to do, like I said, I have kids that aren't much younger than you guys are.
No.
I don't know, how old's Mario?
Mario,
is he like 24, 25?
Something like that, 25-ish.
Yeah, so I've got kids his age. It's just,
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Well, it's an awesome way to deal with it, man, because a lot of the young angst is like, especially in the political world, it's mostly over the economy. That's where you get like all these like radical type, like people that get into this socialist type thinking, or God forbid, like communist type thinking. So the economy and like this whole foreign policy issue, where we just send money everywhere, and like as a young person, like you just don't understand. Like, why? Like, what do we get out of this?
I feel like we have to have, speaking on that.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know if it's necessary, but I feel like we have to have a presence in certain parts of the world where we could, if we have citizens of our own that get, something happens to them, we can respond quickly.
Yeah.
But other than anything above that,
like an embassy, you mean?
Yeah, just the embassies, and then maybe have a small, maybe a base here and a base there.
Yeah.
Even then, I'm kind of like, I don't know. But
or about having military bases in other countries.
I kind of see why, but at the same time, but I think you're talking more about like sending money for gender affirmation.
That or gender. Dude, I was such a huge fan of Doge. This is part of the reason why I voted for Trump, was the whole Doge effort that Elon and Vivek were trying to spearhead.
I don't think they've done enough.
No, they didn't. They They got into
scrape the surface.
dude, did you know that Scott Bessent? You know who Scott Bessent is?
I'm not sure.
Scott Bessent is the Secretary of the Treasurer.
Okay.
Him and Elon got into this spat, and obviously they never confirmed it, but it is. Remember when Elon was in the White House and Trump gave him the key to the White House?
I don't remember that, but I remember people talking about it, I think.
Well, if you ever look at that clip, Elon in that presentation has a black eye.
Yeah.
And so the speculation is that Scott Bessent, him and Elon got into a spat, and Scott Bessent was like, "You."
Yeah.
Popped his ass. He's like, "You don't understand how this shit works here. I'm dealing with bankers here, Like, you have this little technology shit. All right, but like, I'm dealing with bankers.
Yeah.
Like, these people are real." So
yeah.
So that was just a super interesting spat that happened at the time. But
yeah, I remember everybody was like thinking that his kid hit him with a toy or something. What they trying to spread that, wasn't it? They're trying to figure out why you got a black eye, Elon. I don't know. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of become disengaged for them. I mean, a little more now, but for a long time, you're talking about being consumed by politics, man.
Yeah.
I used to be everything I did.
Really?
Was politics.
For real.
Everything. But I looked at it through a pair of glasses of my faith, rather than, it was kind of what could the government do for me? You know the old saying, don't ask what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing my part by being a Facebook and Instagram activist, spreading my beliefs all over. But yeah, I just found that it was making me bitter. Is really what that was doing.
Well, the exciting thing for me,
for that, just for a little while.
Yeah,
I'm starting to dive in a little bit more now, but it's more like just as I come across it, rather than digging in and diving and looking. So because I kind of figured, I think whenever I really got out of it was whenever 2020.
The election,
I was just
the election
like,
fraud and all that.
So no matter what I do, it's not going to matter. So I just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
They're just going to cheat anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of we have an old saying in Tennessee, you can't fix stupid, not even with duct tape.
Yeah.
Or baling wire.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sorry.
No.
Probably offended some people there.
Why? Well, I mean,
I try to be like nice about it and stuff, but I don't know.
But that's the thing is,
it's so hard
when
I'm
you're
not a nice person.
When you are definitely a nice person. You are one of the nicest persons I've met. But no, like especially in this type of space, like if you don't like what we're saying, just like tune out. It's fine. Like this is just us this is literally just for us, just to see like what's going on in our brains. And the whole politics aspect of it is, I can understand how people could get cynical about it.
Mm-hmm.
But my experience with it is that it's like, I think there's like, it is pure evil, like 100%. And I understand why people get cynical about it, but I'm feeling like it's just a feeling, but I'm feeling this surge of good. And this buildup between the two, both of them are getting pretty powerful. But as I see the evil, I also see the good, and it's exciting, and it feels like a true, like, live action TV show that you're watching and you're like experiencing at the same time. That it just want to talk about it with people, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Are you experiencing the same thing that I'm seeing? Like, this is a lot of things are changing really quickly, and I think if we could just talk to each other without starting to judge each other, I think that'll.
Wow, what a concept.
I think that'll propel us forward, or at least navigate through these muddy waters as we're starting to enter them.
Yeah, and it's. I remember a time. Again, going back to the thing that I'm a little older than you are. I can remember when we could disagree about things and slap each other a high five, maybe give a little tush pat, little baseball stuff. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
You coming over for supper? You know? And nowadays, man, it's horrible. I mean, that's why I have to, I'm like, should I say that? I mean, I have to be really, because I realize that I'm of a different demographic, like age-wise,
100%,
from a different world,
and
then a lot of people are, and used to, I just say whatever I was thinking, pretty much, and I just say it. And that little situation that happened with me losing that job at one time, I was telling you about, where they let me go. I think it was a lot of because I was very outspoken about everything.
Really? Yeah, no, this is the number one impediment of people wanting to come on this podcast is I don't want to say something stupid.
Yeah, and I've noticed that to be a trend, and that's why.
But that's why I'm doing it. I just I think like what's life without a little bit of risk,
Yeah, and it's it's one of those things to where we live in a country, we should be able to say or do whatever we want to, but I realize there are people's feelings that are involved with it. So I've tried to, in the last, I guess it's been almost 11 years now, 10, we'll just say 10, to be a little more tactful, rather than just bleh, word vomit.
Yeah.
I've begun to be a lot more tactful. I catch myself slipping back into it from time to time, but I try to be mindful of other people, mostly that way I don't get fired. No.
Yeah.
I've come to the realization that people are, and from a political standpoint, both my sons, when they turned 18, who should we vote for, Dad? I'm like, I'm not telling you who to vote for. I just want you to vote. You make up your own mind. But if you want to ask me some questions, I can tell you who the good guy is.
Yeah.
But you just do your thing. Do your thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just, whatever anybody wants to do, it's fine with me. Just don't try to make me accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. What are the main things that you just won't accept?
A lot of the, let me back up before I say this. Again, whatever anybody wants to do, it's fine with me. You do your thing.
Yeah.
But just don't try to force me to agree with it.
Yeah.
And we talked about the gender affirmation, things like that.
I talked about that with Alex during that podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Did you
I don't think I saw that part.
Yeah. I was telling him that like the one thing that just like to my core is these people that are trying to sell it to kids.
Yeah.
Like it's a good thing.
Well, that's why they have to.
Yeah.
Because their minds are still young and still forming. And they're not old enough to form their own opinion yet. That's why they need parents to tell them what to do.
Yeah.
And you get kids trying to, a lot of the parents maybe want their kids to change genders.
Yeah.
And
it's like a status symbol in some communities.
Why? Maybe they are a little effeminate or whatever, if they're a guy, and if they're a girl, maybe they're a little butchy, a little manly, whatever. Put them on a basketball team. Let them dominate the board. Be in the paint.
Yeah.
And then, with the guys, let them be cheerleaders or something. I don't know. But,
be faggots.
But, don't be, I don't know, that it irks me,
Yeah.
irritates me. Just people to think that they do have a right as a human being, but they're not adults.
I mean, they have
They're
a
not
right to
adults.
privacy.
And yeah, and that's
Yeah.
it, but
Like it's all this public
Yeah.
display type shit that it really just like it's still uncomfortable, Like
Yeah,
it's not,
yeah.
like I definitely don't want to walk around and just have my kid,
Yeah.
see that, or like on TV, like like during New Year's Eve, like people had like parties over like how many times
that.
are we gonna take a shot? We'll take a shot every time they show like a gay
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
like
and,
kiss.
I I don't remember, anyway, but how I approach that with my children, I
Mm-hmm.
guess their children are almost grown now. My youngest one's 13, just turned 13, and, but how I kinda approach that is I just bring it up. I'm like, "Hey, you know, just because they're doing that don't make it right."
Yeah,
"No,
we know.
yeah, we know." I'm just affirming this.
Yeah.
Just let you know, you know. Uh, we went to a concert. And, what's the little amphitheater by UT down here?
Um.
Whatever whatever it is right there on campus.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just right there.
Yeah.
And, you walk in the gate, it wasn't a real well-known artist. I mean, she was pretty well-known, but walked in, first thing you see.
Taylor Swift?
Nah, it wasn't Taylor. It wasn't Taylor. But the first booth you see is, let us educate you about transgenderism.
Ah,
There was a
yeah.
booth set up there, handing out pamphlets. And
Yeah.
I'm like, so what they have to do, they have to catch people. And it's like anything else, even like when I was in the short term of college that I had on campus, you had, you have professors trying to twist your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know it then. But looking back on it, they're trying to, change your mind about things. And most of them that are in academia, I'm not going to say all because there are some good ones, but most in academia are of I say it, they're communist. And that's what they want, the world to be, communist, whatever. And one of the pathways to that is to infiltrate the mind of the children. Anything that's a question right now, as far as politically, from a sexuality standpoint, anything like that, you can almost trace that back to academia.
Ah. Yeah, if you ask Mario, we would trace it back to the Jews, but
he's pretty heavy.
A lot of the younger generation is pretty heavy on that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll touch on that just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I always had a hard time, again, growing up in the Bible Belt and then later on being in churches and whatnot, that we were supposed to support the Jewish people no matter what. I'm like,
no matter what?
Well, I'm being a little over the top. You know what I'm talking about. They're just like, we got to support Israel and this mother country. And I'm like, and this isn't from a race standpoint. It's more from a nation standpoint.
Yeah. Which is a wild thing.
Yeah.
You know Papa Blade? David Smith?
Yes.
He was just on here. His episode comes out in a couple weeks,
Okay.
but he was just on here. But there's also something that I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
That there is like Jewish people. It's not just a religion. It's also an ethnicity.
Yeah.
And
an ethnic group. That's easier.
Yeah, an ethnic group. Yeah, whatever that is. But it that just whoa, like what?
Yeah.
how's I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Growing up as a kid, you're never really taught that at all. And I mean, Papa Blade made it to where he's at right now, and never knew that.
Yeah,
like that's wild.
But yeah, it's because there's a lot of people. It's just like any other religion, you convert.
Yeah,
from whatever, no matter what.
Except, I mean, they don't try though, right? Like they don't try to convert people.
I don't know. I think it's a lot of written rule. Let's say if I'm Jewish and I go marry my wife, then if she was a Protestant, then she would have to convert to my
yeah. But that's the extent of it. They don't like
they don't,
you know
like,
how
go
like
out
Christians, they go to everywhere to try to evangelize.
Oh yeah. And again, that's part of the Great Commandment.
Yeah.
The Great Commission, I'm sorry. Jesus told us to go and spread the gospel to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're taking it, is the
Yeah.
Great Commission, to go out and do that. There's ways you can do that. Sometimes it calls to be more in your face, like some of the people are yelling on the side of the, street, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not the way to go.
Yeah.
You do it by the way you act and things you do for people.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go and, you need to, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to do this. You need to do that. You just be kind,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And then explain to them why you are.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you get involved with it. But
Mhm.
anyway, I don't know a whole lot about the modern Jewish faith. There's just a lot, like I said, I don't know if it's I would even actually, the Jewish nation, the Jewish nation, the church, and then I feel like there's probably the government.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 separate entities there. But anyway,
that makes a whole lot of sense to me.
But again,
I mean, same with America, right? Like America, we are a nation, right? But the nation feels different from what the government represents,
Yeah. You got the Republicans and you got the Democrats. Then you got I don't know what the heck. No. But like from that standpoint, I've always had this little thing in the back of my mind. I'm like, why are we taking up an offering to send over to, and God forgive me if I'm wrong for this, but I just had that thing in the back of my mind. I'm like, weren't the Jewish people the ones that hung Jesus on the cross? That, not physically, but they pushed for it. The all them C's, all them Pharisees and
the Pharisees, yeah. They going back to Thomas Massey, they tried to pass this as a hate speech law through Congress, saying that if you say that Jesus was killed by Jews, then that is considered anti-Semitic, and you will like not receive government funds if you ever proclaim that or say that is true.
Well, it was the Jews of that time.
Yeah.
Because that's who represented their faith, was the people that were
But the fact that there's this law that was going through, like to try to impose on our free speech, like that's part of like the whole American thing for the free speech thing. Okay, not just a free speech thing, but also asking Christians to like, hey, don't talk about this.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
and I realize it's just like, I can think about how I got to say this, so that way I don't come off the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's just like slavery. I bet your people owned slaves. I've heard that before.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't care if they did or not. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
100%. Yeah.
Me.
No, it wasn't.
It's just like now, like the Jewish people of nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
They're not the same people that done that act.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, no.
I add another layer to it.
Yeah.
They actively reject Christ.
Yeah, to this day, yeah. Not only that, our
Christ.
Yeah, our they reject the Christ.
They want Christ being a riding in on a white stallion.
Yeah.
This that's what they were thinking.
Now, I haven't gone into any of the other like religions as to why they offend me more than the Jewish religion, but the reason the Jewish religion kind of like sticks out a little to me is that they are actively engaged in like ritualistic practices to try to bring about their Messiah. And I haven't gone too deep into it, But to me, it just feels like that if it is their Messiah, that means it's anti to my Messiah. So what? Like oh man, like it.
I've heard a lot about like the red calves,
the
red cows or whatever that they sent from Texas.
The red heifer,
the red heifers,
the red heifers,
stuff that they're supposed. I don't know about all that because I haven't read. That's things like that I have to research myself.
Yeah.
And I've heard.
And anybody that like cares about like this type of stuff, they should really just look into it by themselves, you know, because
I saw a video the other day. Some comedian, I don't know who it was. She was like, us Gen Xers, we used to do this thing. It's where two differing opinions got together and, talked about stuff. And we done this thing called critical thinking.
Yeah.
We made up our own mind about it.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't forced. Anyway, we need to, question everything.
Yeah. This is
EA Sports had that. Come on, or not?
EA Sports? It's in the game.
That's in the game. And there's another one. PlayStation. When it comes on, what does it say?
PlayStation Sports.
Yeah. No, just PlayStation. So when you turn the game, the console on. Does it say question everything? I don't know. Anyway, there's something question everything. I want to say that came from some video game.
If anybody sees this, please comment.
Yes,
what do you think he's talking about?
I'm old. I don't know about them video games. We had Ataris and Nintendos when I was little.
Oh, that was pre-Nintendo 64, right?
Yeah.
The golden age.
Yeah, we even had, nobody ever knows this when I talk about it, but there was a ColecoVision, right?
ColecoVision.
Yeah, there was a Coleco. It had similar cartridges to the Atari, but Coleco ended up making more video games and marketing it to the Atari and different things like that as a company.
Mm-hmm.
But they also came out with a computer system. It's called the Atom computer. Not only did it have a Coleco built into it, it also had like a cassette deck that you could play. You buy games on those cassette decks. I remember it was like Buck Rogers in the 21st century or something. You'd put in there and it was like a cassette, like you would play to listen to music. Very similar. And you had a hard drive where you had a floppy disk you could put in there too. And for young people, floppy disk like a SD card now.
Yeah.
They might even know what that is. I don't know. But anyway, we had one of those. And then the Nintendo later on. My little brother still got the glove, the power glove. And,
I never got to experience
the OG,
those.
like black and white Game Boy. He had one of those that carried in a little hard case. He'd have to like put something to cover over his head when we were driving down the road so he could see it because it was black and white and the sunlight would, it's horrible. So they come out with some more of that color stuff. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, if anybody can think of that, what it's in the game for EA and something else, maybe it was something else. I don't know. But please help me. I'm drowning here. But yeah, we need to question everything because, it's all about, critical thinking. I've tried to instill that in my kids. I've tried to make sure that they think on their own. And that's something. And I heard you guys talking about homeschooling.
Oh yeah.
Point too.
Yeah.
I homeschool. My wife does. Of course, I'm involved.
Really? Wow.
We homeschool our youngest too, 15 and 13. We've been doing that for about 5 years. I think that's a pretty good idea. I liked your idea about like community coming together, and they have stuff like that now. Similar. They do a lot of their school online. They have teachers that teach lessons online and stuff like that. Really neat. I'm kind of anxious to see about that voucher, see if I can get some of that to help out with school costs, computers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good idea. But we do that, and I think that cultivates or kind of ushers in critical thinking more rather than thinking what people want to do.
Right.
What the school wants you to do, because all you're doing in public school, in my opinion, is you're teaching kids how to take a test.
Yeah.
Personally.
100%.
I experienced that 100% for a fact. And I told you I went to work for the technical school that as an adjunct instructor. It was nothing. I was a babysitter. But they wanted me to kind of be part of that culture or whatever. And they took me in when I first got there. And I'd already made up my mind a long time ago that technical schools and CTE type stuff, not like football CTE, career technology education, STEM, STEAM, things like that were the future anyway. They took me in, and one of the first things they did is they had a whole seminar. They had sent a couple of teachers to a seminar to teach how to take the ACT. I'm like, so if you don't know the questions, you just use this method in order to answer it, and your percentages get higher on how to. What?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that kind of even ingrained it more. I can remember when I was in high school. If you went to technical school, you were an idiot.
Yeah. Same. No. Same thing. My generation,
I mean, you
whenever
weren't,
we
but,
went to,
you know.
no, you definitely, they are the, they are the middle class now. They make a good amount of money now. But no, going to like the VOTech type of field trips to where they explain all these like different technologies to you and how you can master that type of technology and make a good living. Like within the like my group at least, the vibe was definitely like, hey, only idiots do this stuff. Like if you want to do something in life, you go to college.
I've heard it come out of educators' mouths before.
Yeah,
you're too smart to be doing that.
Yeah,
whatever. If I'd had it do over again, I would have went in the same field I'm in now.
Yeah. Well, it requires a lot of like brilliance to be able to do that too. Cause, like we're like in a manufacturing type, situation, like not everyday people are going to be able to figure any of that out. Like to be able to put electrical type troubleshooting and combine it with mechanical type troubleshooting and computer science type troubleshooting and kind of like merging all that together, trying to juggle all those three disciplines and trying to use those disciplines in order to figure out a solution to whatever the problem was. Not a lot of people could do that. And that is a type of skill that requires someone who has some kind of intelligence to be able to figure that out.
Yeah. Man, I thought I needed to be a doctor. I went into pre-med when I went to college.
Oh, shit. I wanted to be a doctor too.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, I doubt you ever saw this, but Grey's Anatomy was huge.
Yeah.
And that was like,
that's
all
what
right,
you wanted to do.
Yeah. Let's be a doctor, you know, and save some lives.
Whenever they gave us a list of things of paths to go down or whatever, it was always this big list and always had like median average income or whatever out to the side. Well, MD was like, had one extra zero on it compared to everything else. And I was like, that's what I want to do. Mine was just out of materialism. That's all it was. I want a Porsche. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want a house that's 14 sizes bigger than the biggest house in this town. I'm going to come back and I'm going to be like, bling, 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 you know, whatever. I don't know. That's where mine was. And it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
I got to having too much what I thought was fun, I guess, at the time, and just like, whatever. Dummy. But to go back and say that I'd do it, I wouldn't do it the same thing twice. I don't know. Probably would, because it's your failures, I think, that shape and form you. And that must be one tough something that I failed a lot over the years.
Yeah.
So, you know, you go from a kid. My dream was to be a Major League Baseball player. I wanted to play for the Dodgers.
I wanted to play for the Rockies.
And then later on, when I got in high school and realized I sucked, not really, but I just wasn't that good. I wasn't what I thought I was going to be. It wasn't developing. I'll just put it that way. And then once I stepped onto the football field, I was like, I'm going to the NFL. And then you start getting recruit. Back then, recruitment was nothing. And we were kind of out in the country, so you didn't get any recruit. I remember getting from like Army. And then like, I think my coach signed me up for that because he knew that I was kind of an anarchist. I didn't believe in the government at the time. He's like, we're going.
Dang, even back in the day?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
My
fascinating.
coach was a drill sergeant for the National Guard. He commanded respect. I'll just put it that way. Mm-hmm. But he knew somebody needed to straighten that boy out. That's what he knew, I'm sure. But then and then of course later on you just kind of you lose track of those dreams or whatever, and you just go on to something else. But I know I'm right where I need to be now. You know, family, wife, kids. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
This. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my job, but it's just secondary. I mean, yeah. I just need to provide for them. And
how do you feel about the America being given to your kids?
A little worried. Yeah. It's like we talk about it all the time. My oldest son lives with us. Yeah. He's 26. He's got a decent job, but unless you've got a good paying job, yeah, it's hard to get out on your own. Yeah. My 23-year-old son, same thing. It's going to be hard for me to get out on his own. So we're just kind of like, as long as you're working and you got to, you're going to school, you always got a roof, whatever. So that's kind of where we're at on that. So, from an inflammatory, I'll put it this way. I had I think the housing cost, trying to remember how many bedroom, I think it was a 1, 2, 3 bedroom home in 2006 was $84,000 in Tennessee. And I had like 3/4 or an acre, almost an acre, I think, that came with it. And then now, like in the neighborhood I'm in, like 1/10 of an acre. And of course it's 4 bedroom with some extra space. Nothing huge fancy, but it's a nice place. Yeah. And it was over 3. And, and no property along with it. Of course, that's the difference in Texas. But I look at some of the prices back home too, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, how y'all paying that? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, it's just hard from an economical standpoint. Mm-hmm. Plus, they don't get a lot of social interaction. They don't get a chance to be humans, in my opinion. Yeah. Because they're always tied to a phone or computer or something like that. Well, let's look up and see what ChatGPT says. ChatGPT. Yeah. Or, we're not going to form our own opinion. We're just going to, whatever. Yeah. And I'm bad to fall into that sometimes. I'll look up stuff and I'm like.
Well, that's kind of what my greatest fear is with the AI thing is that it's going to replace God in a lot of ways for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. There was what was I watching the other day? You ever see the show Watson?
Watson?
Yeah.
No.
It's kind of a modern play on the Sherlock Holmes Watson
really?
Watson thing. Uh-huh. It's not the same. It focuses more on Dr. Watson, but it's modern day. Mm-hmm. And they had a kid that was on the spectrum. Mm-hmm. That was the son of Watson's girlfriend, I guess, or whatever. And he got involved. They run a clinic and they try to figure out odd diseases and what. And he's like one of the leading geneticists in the world, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to give too much away, but it's a cool watch. Mm-hmm. And, but he was relying on AI as a friend and he was taking advice from a friend and it was causing him to do stupid stuff because since he was on the spectrum, he takes everything literally. And so he went to this girl's house and asked her to go to the prom or whatever. And she rejected him. And then AI told him, well, you need to try again, figure something else out, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. But anyway, that's a good representation of that. But they finally got him out of it.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Good. But yeah, it was an interesting, you're following on the lines of that AI stuff. Uh-huh. It's kind of neat watch. So check it out.
Now TV shows are just TV shows and movies, not so much. There's hasn't been a whole lot of good movies, but
no,
TV shows have exploded in like quality and like storytelling type stuff. Going back from Game of Thrones Breaking Bad type, and Apple starting to getting into the game, and they came in hard. But they're not as popular because I don't know. I think it's hard to adapt Apple as some kind of like streaming service. But their show called Severance, dude, it's a good one, man. It's a good one. It the premise of it is you go to work, and once you go into work, your outside self is left at the door, and then you're still yourself, but you like wake up in this office area, and you're like, what am I doing here? What's my name? What's going on? And then they give you this orientation. Of hey, you're just a person. They call it their outie. You're a person from the outside. They signed up to work here, and what we work on here is extremely sensitive. So we use this program called Severance to where anyone who wants to come work here, they can work here and be paid fairly well, on the condition that as soon as you enter like this part of the building, like you voluntarily accept this like chip inside your brain to be able to sever your outside part of yourself
from your conscience,
from your consciousness inside.
Yeah.
So that you're just a whole different person inside, and
crazy.
You work on all this stuff inside and all that, and then as soon as you leave at the end of the day, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm outside now. Oh wow, I just did a whole day's of work. I don't remember doing it. So maybe I feel a little tired, but all right, let me go do something that I wanted to do.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Are you sure we're not doing that now?
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. I'm trying to sever from that right now.
I'm kidding. Yeah, it's a lot of shows have stepped up their game, stuff like that. What is the one? A lot of them I don't get into because I just don't have the willpower to sit down and watch.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Like do you like old timey type stuff?
Not really. Like, and it's we have to like fast forward through a lot of it. But Landman, have you ever seen Landman?
Landman, no, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
It's really
that
good,
and Yellowstone.
Yellowstone was good, and it got kind of
weird,
stupid.
Yeah,
we just quit watching it.
Yeah.
Again, it's one of those things to where you have to. You don't watch it with the kids in the room. When they get on some subjects and things like that. But
yeah.
Otherwise, it's just the fact that, Landman is like just up in Odessa, like 5-6 hours, 8 hours away. That's where they're filming it at or whatever.
Yeah.
That kind of ties it in a little bit, but it's just, it's pretty funny. I think it's funny. It's supposed to be serious, but I laugh most of the time.
Yeah.
It's just some of the stuff they come up with. It's crazy. We watched that, and like I said, that Watson show. There's another one that we've been waiting on to come out forever, and Will Trent.
Will Trent.
Yeah, it's a very, very good show. It's a dyslexic guy. He can't read, but he ended up getting into be a detective, and he's one of like the world's leading, or the nation's leading detective, at least in Atlanta, Georgia, he is. But he gets into some stuff. So anyway, but it's pretty good. It's a lot of good storyline to that.
Dukes of Hazzard. I mean,
Knight Rider.
I mean,
come on.
I never got to watch any of them, but I can respect the status and the the culture. Yeah, I mean, Dukes of Hazzard, just that song that came out from it.
Oh yeah.
It's still it gets me.
Oh yes,
yes, it gets me.
Yeah, but I'm talking about a different time too, to when you had, if you had a VCR, you were either rich or you scored one off the back of somebody's truck from a trunk. I'm not going to say where my dad got ours at, but anyway, I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
The controller had a wire, and to give you an idea how long ago that's been. But you had to watch TV shows live or you missed it.
Yeah.
And so you'd hear that Waylon Jennings drop at 8 o'clock on a Friday night. Everybody in the house running hard as you could go. Two boys are on, diving over couches. You know, they got to watch the two boys. Yeah, it's crazy. Night Rider, that's another one. The song comes on. You could play that song right now. I'll run across the street, see what episode you're watching, whatever. But it's just iconic stuff.
Yeah.
For the most part, it was pretty clean. We didn't catch a lot of the innuendo and stuff that they were throwing around back in the day.
Yeah. Innuendos it's been a whole shift in culture, right?
Yeah,
like it got to the point where it was only innuendos, and now we're at the point where it's just like, what?
Especially with cable TV, cable networks, your Paramount Plus and things like that. They don't have to go through the same
cable
rating
TV or
system.
just
Cable,
internet.
Whatever. I think mostly the internet.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they don't have to go through the same censoring. If you look, most everything's not rated.
Yeah.
Not rated or rated TV 14 or nothing like that because it's not on regular TV. I call it regular TV 2, 4, and 5, whatever. But we watch a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I think that's what one of the greatest divide between like the older generation and the newer generation is the consumption of where you get your information from. And if you get it primarily from TV, like if you ever any news that you get is primarily from the TV, then it's going to be entirely different from the news that you get from your phone. From your phone, whether it's from X or clips on Instagram, on TikTok, YouTube, or X. I'm an X addict. There are big enough players that are always talking on X that do shift the Overton window or whatever. But yeah, that's one of the main distinctions, I think.
Yeah, I tried to get into Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, at one time, and it mostly when I was into politics and just consuming, it was just too much.
Yeah,
you get into these arguments.
You actually
troll and this, that, and the other.
You reply?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I see. I never reply.
That's my problem. I can't. I don't know.
I sometimes reply. Sometimes when I have time. And sometimes they reply and it's like a person with a lot of followers. So it's like getting a lot of attention. So they're like, okay, well, we'll go a little back and forth. But then it gets like nasty and you're like, oh, whatever, I guess.
That's one of those things where you I don't know. I had.
Because a lot of them are bots too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And you're just, what movie was that I watched? I think it was, have you seen the new Superman movie yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't, but I've heard a lot about it. I just gave up on superhero movies entirely.
We're superhero nerds in my house.
Yeah. I was super into the Marvel up until Infinity Wars. After Infinity Wars, it just
we'd go to the theater and movie theater and watch
it was
all
an
of
event,
stuff.
man. It was fun. It was
we would
so
drive like an hour if they didn't have any seats available somewhere else and go see it. It's crazy. We were just
Guardians of the Galaxy was the biggest surprise to me. I did not think it was going to be as good as it was. Did you ever go to the ride over in Disney World in Florida? If you're a superhero fan, I highly recommend. Like it, just the ride alone is worth the trip. Like it, you go in there, it's so immersive. You're like in outer space, but it's a roller coaster, and it has like different ways to defy your expectations. The entire ride, I just couldn't stop laughing, just hysterically. Like think Joker, like
yeah.
Like it was a different. It's just one of the fondest experiences that I've had. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy ride in Disney World, Florida. They don't have it in LA.
Okay.
But the one in Florida, it's definitely it's worth a trip.
I haven't been to Disney World since my boys were young. Like it's been over 20 years. I'd say.
Yeah.
Last time I went.
Gotta find an excuse. Take a niece. Take
They're all grown too.
Yeah, shit. Go to a daycare and be like,
grandbabies first, maybe.
I'll chaperone a trip to. No, but roller coasters, I don't know. Is it roller coasters are just a different thing? Like amusement parks, that's one thing, but like the physics of like all the engineering that went into like creating the biggest like thrill ride that you can get on like that is something I do respect and I like.
You're talking about the roller coaster we over here at COTA.
Oh yeah,
like COTA's the day after, then 1 or 2 days after we had went over there, the roller coaster got stuck up at the top.
No,
like with people in it, and it was a bad sensor. It didn't see the.
Imagine being a maintenance technician.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's crawl up there. They were saying it was like I can't remember what they called it, but a tilt sensor or something like. Because when it goes to the top, it tilts over, I guess, or something, and it didn't see what it needed to in order for it to release it to go. And I was like, they probably had to put a new sensor on it. Bad cable.
Yeah.
Something, maybe a
stupid shit
IO
like that, man.
Something went bad. But it's like for years I'd watch medical, talking about like Grays, stuff like that, and I'd be floating out like the nasal can. I was in the medical oxygen and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I'd be like floating out like, oh, that's a so and so Salter Labs 1600 nasal cannula, and everybody'd be like, what? Now I watch stuff, see things like that, and I'm like, oh, that's wrong. You're not doing that right. Yeah. Saw somebody using a pipe wrench on Landman the other day.
Pipe wrench? Wow.
And they were using it the wrong way, and I was like, oh.
I remember getting taught that there is a good an actual way of using a pipe wrench or a crescent wrench or whatever. I had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. And the fact that there is a way, that was mind blowing. Shout out Jamie Brown. He was my mentor back in Nevada. And he would put me through the ringer, but he did teach me a lot.
Yeah.
He taught me so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you catch anybody like doing stuff on like TV shows and you're like, you're using the wrong kind of hammer, buddy. Why are you using that?
Yeah, Alex got into it in his episode, talking about the paint booths and how everything has to be like shockproof, like that. Like you can't use steel hammers. You have to use a brass hammer. And all the tools are specific to the paint shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Yeah. Like those capacitive dome instead of the finger swipe type situation. No, it has to be a clickable button.
Physical button.
Yeah.
Either a momentary or.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he went deep into the engineering. Did you listen to like any of his Dylan origin? He was talking about his friend named Dylan, who's also a senior controls engineer at Tesla now, but he started as a mechanic.
Okay.
Mechanic at like a Chrysler dealership, and he was a dash guy. And if you ever, if you know a bunch of these mechanic guys, that like when you get to being the dash guy, like you are like one of these like gurus in the trade. You are this controls engineer type situation. So like the transmission is a next level. That is the top dog level. But a dash guy, you are respected.
Right there. Yeah.
And that's what Dylan was back in Miami with this Chrysler dealership. And Alex, he included him in his senior design project. Because, when they build these production lines, they have to plot out every single like point in which they're going to drill holes into. But they can't. There's like a millimeter tolerance. There's like almost no tolerance. And Alex's senior design project was basically inventing a little like Roomba type thing that you set up, and it like self drills into the concrete.
Oh, wow.
Based on the positions of all the columns inside the facility. And that's how it would build its production line. And in order to build it, in order to design it and build it, like he utilized his help from from Dylan, who was a super like mechanical guy, and he helped him design and build it, and it came to fruition. And now he brought him over from his work at Chrysler dealership to Tesla, and he started as a maintenance tech, and he got really good into the control stuff, and now he's a senior controls engineer.
Awesome.
And but yeah, that whole story that Alex had about Dylan, that was pretty cool.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. It makes the people that think that they aren't smart, or that always tell that, oh hey, like this type of shit doesn't make you smart. It requires a lot of brain, a lot of creativity too.
A lot of creativity.
That's what
Especially
I wish.
when you're building something.
Yes.
It's I can remember in high school struggling with geometry, because I couldn't. Cartesian was just like, I don't know. I don't know if it was the food I was eating. I don't know if it's the fact that I got hit in the head a lot. I just could not figure out XYZ on a plot.
Uh-huh.
And now, what do we work with every day? Like, oh my gosh, how? You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I was always really good at gym. That might be why why I kind of got a knack for it. But yeah, I used to be really good at geometry, like pool as a kid. I loved playing pool because like the older guys, they thought they were pretty cool. But as a kid, like I liked plotting everything out.
Oh, yeah.
And I did pretty good. So yeah, no, in high school, I would fall asleep throughout the whole year, throughout the whole geometry class type year. I'd fall asleep in every single class, and I would ace every single test. And it's not like I did any extra studying or anything like that. I just liked thinking about okay, this one makes sense. If this equals that equals that, then obviously this would equal that. And then the one time I had any kind of trouble, I just took a long time on that one particular class, answered everything else, but this one last question, I was like, oh, I'm still thinking about it. So then the next day, at the end of the test, she let me finish the next day. Oh, it's just one question. You're going to have 30 minutes to finish the next question. Obviously that night I was like, all right, well, what the fuck is this all about? So I looked it up on the book, and that solidified it. The entire year, straight A's in every single test.
Yeah.
I just fell asleep during every single class. But yeah, no, I love geometry. It was awesome. Yeah.
I had a rough time with it. I had to convince my teacher to give me extra credit so I could play football. Ooh. I was that bad at it.
Dang, that's how bad I was at French. I had to convince the teacher in French class. My French teacher had to die.
Oh, wow.
For me to play baseball.
Sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
I set it up that way. That's on me. That's on me. But no, I respected her. She really did, introduce the whole European culture and type for us to learn French. But yeah, she got a staph infection and ended up, it turned out pretty bad. But yeah, the fact that she couldn't teach us anymore rendered the school like in a predicament of okay, well, he was failing, but like that we need him eligible to play baseball.
Yeah.
So okay, well, I guess go play baseball.
Yeah. Your extra credit is sweep the gymnasium floor.
Yeah. Clean their graffiti. Actually, we didn't have a whole lot of graffiti in my town. It was a small town.
Yeah.
Pretty small town. There wasn't a whole lot of
I think there was once that we had some, and it was a big deal.
Really?
Really big deal.
Oh, wow.
These kids got in trouble. Bad. But it was just some misguided kids out, stole some of dad's brews or something and went out and spray painting crap on the building.
Now, in my small town, we would the seventh hour would be baseball practice. So it like use baseball practice as like some kind of elective. And from sixth hour to seventh hour, obviously the baseball field is outside of the school area, so we'd have to ride over there. They would have a bus that would take us over there, but also if you have your own car, you can drive your car over there. So the seniors, juniors, sophomores, whoever had a car, they would be able to to take a few of us freshmen with them to the baseball field. And on that trip over there, we would stop at this gas station. And at this gas station, we would buy like, seeds, Gatorade, and like whatever.
Can't be baseball without some sunflower seeds.
Exactly, or some, dip.
Yeah.
Yeah. But eventually, like these guys started to. I don't know. I don't know how it came about, but someone asked me if I actually buy all this stuff. I was like, yeah, I guess. Why? And I'm like, no, dude, just like buy one thing, like buy a bag of seeds and have like the energy drink or whatever inside your pocket in the back. Like it's foolproof. It works every time. It's like everybody does this. It's the norm. Okay. Well, I don't know. I get nervous. I'm not real like that. I like in the clutch, I suck. So I don't know. He's like, don't worry about it, bro. What do you want? So they would get me this stuff. They would get me the seeds. They would get me the Gatorades. They would get me the little snacks, the Snickers or what have you. And that was the routine for the next like 3 or 4 months. Eventually we get called into the principal's office. And he's like, he wants me to confess to everything. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, even then, like, I don't know. I just, it didn't feel right to just, this is exactly what happened. Thankfully, the principal wasn't such a hard ass. He was just like, all right, I get it. You don't want to throw your friends under the bus. Yeah. That's cool. That's commendable, whatever. But like this, I just want you to understand that these actions like really hurt this business. Keep in mind that this is a family. They need to sustain their kids and all that. And you doing this stuff, it messes it up really bad. So I just need you to understand this is a bad thing and we can move forward. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, okay, good. All right, yep. Yeah, and we talked to the cops and, like a whole dare situation was like, this is bad. Yeah. But yeah, that was the that was how it went down back in the day.
I have to say athletes got a little bit of preferential treatment.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, with the whole extra credit thing, he never gave extra credit. I was like, please. Because before, and I think they still do it now, before you had to have an average, like a semester average of an F. Not just like for that, I don't know, y'all call them 6 weeks. 6 week report card or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
Every 6 weeks you'd get your report card or whatever. But our new coach, that was my junior year, his first year I ever played. We lost a lot of good players because of that. And if you had one F, I ended up doing extra credit and got it was like a 69 average. 70 was an F, or a D, and he gave me a 70 for the extra credit I did because I was just like one away. So I got to play. Yeah, but a lot of the guys, their grades were so bad. There's no way. It's like, how can you be failing? 4 out of 6 classes. I don't know, coach.
Coach. No, I was elated because that first day that I got to play after like coming off the ineligible list because of the French class thing.
Yeah,
I was playing outfield and I had one of those plays where they had a runner on third.
Yeah.
And they hit it to me. I scooped it up, did my crow hop, and just launched that thing to home base. And it was like, to this day, I think it was like the fastest ball I've ever like thrown in my life. I remember I can hear it when it like clapped into the catcher's mitt, and he got him out, and I was like,
I had. This is an embarrassing moment, kind of. But I had thinking about a hard throw. I was getting the start. I played third base.
Third base, all right.
And first base. And a little bit of outfield when I was a freshman. That's how you kind of, I'm good, thank you. And I thought I'm gonna take this ground ball whenever they're hitting, doing infield, like before the game. I'm going to take this ground ball and I'm going to shove it through the catcher's face. That's how hard I'm going to throw it. That way the other team knows not to try. It's me. Just one of those psychological things. Well, I hadn't got to this first time I got to start in forever. Mm-hmm. And so ball comes and I do a run inside, like a sidestep, like a scoop. And then I'm come up and I'm almost like an outfielder with a crow hop coming over the top. And the ball slips out of my stinking hand and goes over the backstop. My coach, he says, "Go, get in a dugout." I was like, dang it. Because I would get so hyped up, just like, just wanting to play so hard. And, but anyway, I went 1 for 4 my senior year. No. 4 for 10, I think. 1 home run. And that's all the at bats I got my senior year. That was it. And, I was so just like discouraged. I didn't like baseball anymore.
I don't want to play
I got cut
anymore.
from the team my sophomore year.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'll be back. I was like, I'll be back. You be wanting me back. I was like I didn't get my coach's face, but I was like mouthing at him. I was like, man, I'm going.
Yeah,
I'll be back now. Just wait till next year.
You'll miss me when I'm gone.
I came back and made the team again, but again, it's I don't know. Anyway, I don't remember. Maybe it was 1 for 4. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I did a lot more bookkeeping and field raking than I did playing.
Hey, anyway. Bookkeeping is a skill. Like being able to start drawing those little triangles on the book. Like it.
Yeah, it is. Pitch counts. You have to keep pitch counts. And watching my
little clicker, my finger was starting.
Yeah. Yep. But anyway, fun times.
Yeah. Fun times.
That was the 80s and 90s.
The golden age. Would you consider yourself a boomer or Gen X? Gen X.
I was born in 73, so.
Okay. So do you know anybody that went to World War II?
My grandfather did.
Grandfather.
Yeah. Okay. I've got an uncle that was in Vietnam. And another uncle was in Korea. Got a cousin.
Why?
That was in Iraq. A lot of Army guys. Yeah. A lot of Army guys.
Army guys.
Yeah. And I want to say that my great-grandfather was in 1.
Really?
Yeah, I think. I'll have to double check that. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
dude, you're like an American's American.
Yeah. America. My son despises that.
Yeah. What, the patriotism?
No, the America.
Oh, the America.
Yeah. It's the dumbest.
They're making fun of you. Nah, but it's a prideful dance. Yeah. America.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't know. It's one of those things to where there for a little while I was getting to the point where I didn't think we'd be able to be prideful in our country.
No, it's coming back. It's coming back with the strong vengeance, man. Yes, especially with the younger generation.
Yeah, and
how do you equate that? Because dude, it was such a culture shock for me to see, like in college campuses, when I started seeing these people with like waving Palestine flags. Mm-hmm. It's like how is there any hope for America ever again? Mm-hmm. But now I'm starting to associate like the two together. Like they're all trying to fight for the same ideals that they're trying to preserve, and it's coming, like I said, coming back with a vengeance. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can see Mario. You would think Mario is more like he looks Mexican, Puerto Rican. I don't know what he is, but I don't know if he's American. But that dude rides for America.
Yeah,
you could say a lot about Mario, but he's about America.
Funny story. When I first started working. When he first started working up there and upstairs, we're all standing around. And of course, I think I'm like the token white guy on the crew, It was just me. And I can't remember who all it was. I'm going to say he and Alfonso Ornelas.
Oh, shout out
Maybe.
Alfonso.
And maybe Alfonso Rivera. There was 3 or 4 guys standing there, and they were like, hey,
oh, cool guys.
which one of us you think looks more Mexican? I was like, why are you asking me that? And they were doing it to mess with me. It's what they were doing. And they were just like, oh, everyone was just like, and I'm over there like, what do I say? What do I say? I was like, Mario, because of his mustache. I was like, what do you want me to say? But they were messing with me to see kind of how I would react.
Yeah.
And I was like, golly, man.
Oh, that's so funny.
Golly.
Dude, I think maintenance has the best culture.
Yeah.
Of guys just
it's
talking shit, poking bears.
Definitely made me a lot less, I don't get butthurt as easy as I used to. I still do sometimes.
Still do, man.
But it's I've got from the guy. Whatever. Love you too, man. Somebody cussing at you from 300 feet away. It's like, love you too, brother. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not as bad here. The place I used to work in, man. It was, whoo. Those guys were rough.
In Tennessee?
Yeah. Those guys are rough.
Would they be considered roughnecks? Or what do you think when you think roughneck? Because there's a redneck, and then there's a roughneck.
A lot of people would consider me a redneck. But what's funny is the term redneck came from a standoff in the mountains, and everybody was wearing a red handkerchief.
Really?
Sort of standoff about a coal mine or something. I'd have to research that.
Well, because redneck was it was a self-given term, right? Like
it's a derogatory kind of now a little bit.
Yeah. But before it was like, we are.
A badge of honor. Yeah. I kind of wear it too. Hillbilly.
Yeah.
Whatever everybody will call me. I don't care. But come back. I'm not even nowhere near country as some of the folks are up in.
How's your music taste nowadays? Have you ever heard of like Billy Strings?
I have. I've heard them. I haven't listened to a lot of that. But there's one of the guys I used to work with at the ceramic tile plant. He's like a huge Billy Strings fan. He goes I see him like going to concerts like all the time.
Dude, let me play some for you.
Coulter Wall.
Son
and I went to Dallas. Well, I guess you'd consider it Dallas. It was in between Dallas and Fort Worth somewhere. And watched the Coulter Wall concert. I was expecting some dude just from his voice. I was expecting some guy like 60 years old and be and be like gray, grizzled from the trail. But 28-year-old kid. And he's got this voice. He sounds like Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. Now, I got introduced to Coulter Wall through his song Kate McCannon. You ever hear that song?
I don't know if I have or not.
Oh man, if you haven't, let me play it.
I probably have, but I don't listen to him enough to know.
First, let me give you a taste of Billy String. You want to put those on real quick?
Sure. Really, I got a wedding coming up. I'm trying to find a cowboy hat.
Really?
And because it's cowboy formal.
I wore a cowboy hat for my wedding. Yeah. In Colorado, yeah.
But 7 7/8.
7. Jesus.
That's what size I have to have, and then everything is that size of like $100 something. I was like, that don't sound like Billy String.
This is Billy String. It's called Dust in a Baggie.
I think I've heard that.
Yeah. His dad went to jail for a little bit of heroin.
I just took the lighter to the bulb and watched it burn. This 5% has got me. Well, it's got me back in prison once again. I used my only phone call to contact my daddy. I got 20 long years for some dust in a bag.
I have heard that. good stuff.
Yeah. And then Kate McCannon. This is Kate McCannon. You heard this one? Want me to turn it up or down? Right?
I'm good.
Raven is a wicked bird. His wings are black as sin. And he floats outside my prison window, mocking those within. And he sings to me real low, "It's hell to where you go. For you didn't murder Kate McCannon." When I first met Tom McCannon, I was working in my... He said he had himself a dark-haired daughter with long green eyes. And when she and I did meet, she was bathing in the creek. Prettiest girl in the whole damn holler. That ain't no lie.
I want to say he did this live whenever we went and saw him in
Really?
Dallas.
It did the
My
progression.
son's a bigger fan than I am. I just went along for moral support, and it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, no, the reason I really like this song is it introduced that like progression of a song.
Mm-hmm.
Like initially it's just kind of slow, like barely.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really just his voice.
Building.
And then it builds on to the second level, and then it gets to the I guess the crescendo or whatever you would call it.
Mm-hmm.
What about Oliver Anthony? He got big after a little music video they did.
Rich Man North of Richmond.
Yeah, Richmond, North of Richmond. He came out with a new song called "Scornful Woman" because after that, after he blew up, because of that little song that he did, he started getting like deals and all this, and like the money started coming in, and so his wife started putting a lot of pressure on him, and she divorced him and tried to get like half of the dough. And Oliver already like he already like has a bad impression of himself, and like already struggles with a bunch of that stuff. And going through all this type stuff, like he it generated this hate towards the system that like just kind of like or it just puts him in this type of situation. And from that, this song was born. And going back to this whole progression thing, this one's shorter, so this one will get to the point quicker. But I think it's a good one.
Well, she got a side to her I want to run from. She'll turn a warm afternoon.
Like it generated this hate towards the system that like just kind of like or it just puts him in this type of situation. And from that, this song was born. And going back to this whole progression thing, this one's shorter, so this one will get to the point quicker. But I think it's a good one.
Well, she got a side to her I want to run from. She'll turn a warm afternoon into a cold, cold one. Well, he grabbed the apple, and Adam took a bite. And now all these years later, and the math still ain't right with a scornful woman. I used to sleep so good, didn't have a nightmare. I was busy dreaming, believing he's always gonna be right there. And now the middle of the day is like the middle of the night. And the court says 50-50, but the math don't seem right with a scornful woman. Scornful woman. But she can have all the money, and they can keep all the fame. I go back to being broke as a joke if I could just get a break from the pain.
You definitely got that Appalachian with a kick of rock and roll in there with that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, look at the cover album. It's like just burning down the home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I usually listen to this playlist whenever I want to touch ground.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of good music comes from that area.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got your shoot, I'm horrible. West Virginia, East Kentucky area. And you've got just lost his name.
Country road, take me home.
Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton.
Up in that area. You got
my friend sent me his song, something about friend or something. Fuck. But it kind of like just displayed like, hey, I appreciate your friendship, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But what about Chris Stapleton?
That's where they're from, East Kentucky.
Oh,
West Virginia.
Okay, yeah.
In that area.
Uh-huh.
And there's another guy, and his name is leaving my brain as well.
You ever heard of Jesse Wells?
Name sounds familiar.
He I'm not sure who's from Appalachia, but like a lot of his music videos are from that type of landscape. Do you follow any of the fentanyl crisis and how UnitedHealthcare kind of the insurance companies are a lot of people with what they choose to cover and not cover.
Mm-mm.
The CEO that got murdered by
yes,
that one kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just kind of like the way I see that situation, which is kind of like a overboiling of this sentiment from people of these insurance companies that it just kind of don't really
fighting the caregiver or the patient, the customer, to cover things.
So he does these like
oh, I know that dude.
Yeah.
There's
And he
an office in a building,
Yeah.
a person in a chair, and you pay for it all, though you may be unaware.
I share a lot of his songs.
You pay for the phone, you pay for everything they need to deny you what you
roll.
They ain't no you, and UnitedHealth, they ain't no me. In the company, they ain't no us in the private trust. There's
And
only
the humans and humanity.
another procedure that you need, and it's the cost-effective route and only.
Yeah, dude. Like, see, like this type of shit is what really is resonating with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's like, like I said, my son's 26 and he's got a playlist and he plays stuff. I'm like, dude, I didn't know you like this stuff. It's just a lot of like, he like that culture wall.
Mm-hmm.
He says, that just sounds like camping under the stars.
Yeah.
With a campfire.
Yeah.
Trusty steed and your dog,
Yeah.
Things like that. But I can't, I'm still trying to remember that one. He's a pretty famous guy, but anyways, but there's a kid from my hometown. He's pretty good. That we went and saw here at Antone's here in Austin.
Oh, he had a live gig?
Been over a year ago. Yeah. And he just kind of blew up on Spotify, social media, kind of made it big. Not super big, but he's out touring and stuff. He was at Beautifest a while back too. Didn't get up to see them, but those are kids that my nieces went to school with.
For real?
My son, his stepbrother, adopted brother, what do you want to call it? He played high school football with my son. We knew him. I walked in, first thing I was like, hey, you a long way from home, ain't you, boy? He looked, like, yeah. Yeah, so.
Son's name's Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Just pertinent to the whole.
Yeah, he's Austin from Austin.
Austin from Austin, man. Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like an Austinite yet?
No.
No? Do you think like you'll ever get there?
No, I'm too, I don't know. I don't like the nightlife a lot. I've been to Austin at night maybe like 4 times, and it was for concerts and
have you ever gone?
That, and then I'm like
wild hog hunting.
Not yet.
That'll make you feel like an Austinite real quick.
Oh yeah, that's where we're actually looking. Actually, been there for a while. My rifle's leaned up against my bookcase in my living room right now because I've been cleaning it and sighting it in. Of course, can't shoot it in my house, but I've got a laser bore sighter, and the battery went dead on it. I just haven't finished it yet. It's been sitting there for like 2 or 3 weeks because I started to go to Aransas, down close to Port Aransas. It's a national wildlife refuge, and they had a draw hunt that they had like extra tags for. I was all fired up, like, yeah, I'm gonna sight my gun in. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna get my hunting license and stuff. And I'm gonna go, be a man. That's just part of it, just getting outside from the outdoor therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do some hog hunting though.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I'd like to do some of that chopper. Some of that wake.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Some of that pig man stuff.
Oh yeah, that Ted Nugent type shit, man.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I heard that was really expensive to do that though.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's like helicopter rides for $20.
Yeah. I think they
increase price.
I think a lot of places like that prey on people needing to feed that outdoorism when they come to towns like Austin and San Antonio and Houston and stuff. And they're like, we can put you on some ducks. Well, how much will it be? $300 a gun?
Oh, man.
Well, how long is the hunt?
Do you know anybody? Anybody out here with land that?
No.
Dude,
the only person I know is like, Taryn?
Taryn. Yeah, Taryn.
I think he's got some land. But
Taryn's pretty huge and all that, yeah.
But other than that, have to get on leases.
Yeah, no, I could connect you with my buddy. His name is Mai. He just bought his land. And he's all about it, man. He's been trying to get us out there to go shoot. Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Be awesome. That's something that scratches my brain about being outside and putting some on the table.
Do you know how to?
I've never field dressed a hog, but I have deer.
Have deer,
and I've got way lazy in my old age. I usually just, when I would shoot deer on the farm, I'd take it to the processor and be like, "Hey, I'll give you an extra $10 to gut it, dress it out." All right, and then his price went to $20. Well, maybe I can start doing it myself.
I did it as a kid. I didn't like doing it, but not deer, but cows and pigs.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad would always force me to
yes,
grab
y'all
a knife
were probably
and,
raising them to eat and stuff, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a vocational thing. It was part of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, looking back at it, yeah, it was really cool. But like at the time and as a kid, I was like, oh, do I really have to do this? Especially, do you know what Menudo is?
Is it the tripe, the tongue?
No, not the tongue. For the soup, yeah.
Yeah.
For the soup, all the guts. And
okay.
shit.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's amazing. When done right. when done right, dude. Oh my God. It's the greatest thing for a hangover. But it's the greatest. I remember my mom making some when I was a kid, and well, really throughout my whole childhood and even to adulthood. Like anytime I have a good menudo, it's a good day, man. But I do remember as a kid, they would skin the cow and then get all the stomach and all the intestines out, and they would have to clean it
out.
Yeah, so like I would see all this like cow shit being like smothered off of it and like sprinkled with water and like
have to scrape it with a knife probably from the inside and all that stuff.
And I was like, what the f is that? Everybody would refuse to tell me what it is, but eventually I found out that that is what menudo's made out of, and what kind of makes or break the menudo is whether or not like they're able to get all that shit out of there and make it to where it's edible, you know, because a lot like sometimes you see a little like little hairs on there and you're like, oh my God, you know, like, oh geez. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah.
I think recipes like that come from necessity.
100%. That and the tongue. Like, who eats the tongue?
Nobody.
Oh man, dude, I love tongue tacos. Those, as a kid, those were my favorite, man. 100%.
I don't know if I'm brave enough to try that. I don't know.
Favorite. I recommend you try. Actually, the next time we hang out, we'll go have some tongue tacos, dude.
You did that. Well, you'll have to not tell me what it is. Because if I know, then I'm going to be like,
I'll sneak it in there, you know.
Because if I know, most of the time I'm like, but I was trying to think. You're talking, so I don't like oysters.
Oysters, yeah.
I do not like oysters.
I mean,
I'm a texture person.
100%. Yeah.
If I can get past texture, taste, it doesn't matter a whole lot.
Have you had grilled oysters?
No.
I think that'll change your mind.
Oh, yeah.
When you add lime to a lot of things, it changes your mind a lot. Also, when you add like the grill marks and stuff to a lot of things, it makes it more acceptable. Yeah.
In my brain, it's just like, you're eating that, what? Raw?
If you ever find yourself in New Orleans, order some grilled oysters. I mean, you'll see the grill marks on there, and they'll bring you a bunch of lime. Put a bunch of lime on that thing. Just you can chew on it, and dude, it tastes really good. I could tell why people get addicted to it. Also, it helps with. Yeah, if you're struggling, have some oysters, man. Have some more before you go for some Viagra. You know, just go to some shellfish type place, get some oysters. You know, go to town, and then when you get back home, go to town again.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of what, like, even like with the raw oysters. I've tried. What is squid? Calamari.
Okay, yeah.
I've tried that several different ways. Can't eat it.
I'm not about calamari. I'm actually not about like a squid or octopus.
Yeah.
In Mexico, like in Sinaloa, with that place where I went to the funeral, they're around the sea, right? So they do a lot of fishing and all this stuff. They get a lot of octopus. And this most recent time I was there, do you know what ceviche is?
I do not.
Ceviche is it's like a mixture of shrimp with like tomatoes and lime and crab and all this. It's just like the mixture of stuff. And the thing is that the shrimp, it cooks under just with the room temperature acid of lime.
Okay.
So it cooks it. So you just let it sit for a while, and then it like infuses all the food. Like they had a bunch of shit to it.
Okay.
And you have it with tostadas, with like basically tortilla chips. And you take it and you eat it with the tortilla chip, and it's amazing, dude. It's so good. But what they did this when I went there, because this is the first time I've ever gone there. I've ever gone there. They mix not only the cooked shrimp that's been cooked for a while inside the lime, they also include the raw shrimp and cooked octopus inside their like mixture that they have there. And I tried that shit with tostada, dude. It was awesome. It was the same texture as shrimp, and like the food, the spices and all the flavor they packed in there, dude. Oh, dude, it was like fireworks going on in my head. And I don't like a whole lot of the seafood type stuff, but that stuff was awesome, dude. Like, oh man, I wish I would have had more, honestly. Like looking back at it, there was a lot. I should have had more. I didn't have more, and I just kick myself every day for not getting like a third plate.
You're making me hungry.
Oh, me too, dude. I hope my wife brings some stuff, man. I
think my wife's got Oops, sorry.
No, you're fine. So
well, I heard the echo in there.
Yeah, what you heard, like that's what that's what I'm able to edit through all the whole software like that. It helps a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's the only reason this thing is possible, because editing, like, if it wasn't for like all this new AI type shit, it wouldn't be possible for like someone who has a full-time job to be able to do this and to put out an episode every week.
Yeah,
it's tough.
I'd say it probably still takes up a lot of time.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. But it's fun because like this conversation, there's a lot of stuff that you probably said that I didn't like catch in the moment, that once I start editing and I like listen to it over again, I'm like, oh yeah, I said, well, why didn't I ask him this? You know?
Sorry, my back's getting a little bit.
Oh yeah. Is the thing where you can recline on it?
It's just, I have to keep its age.
Yeah.
And plus the fact that I used to think if it wasn't bolted to a floor, I could pick it up.
Yeah. What's the one thing that you feel like should be talked about that isn't really talked about a whole lot?
From what?
Just anything. Just like just something that you always want to talk about to people, but you're not really like sure how to really approach it, or whether or not they're going to take it the right way, or just something that's just been bouncing around in your mind for a bit.
I don't know. I talk so much, man. I just usually just talk.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
I can't think of anything. I will give some of the folks that are a little younger than me, I'll give some advice. Don't take yourself so seriously.
Don't take yourself so seriously. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Be you.
Be you.
Yeah.
Be you and be blue.
Wasted a lot of years trying to take myself too seriously. And I've just finally just been like, whatever. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Who do you think? Like, what are your main conspiracy theories that consume your mind sometimes? That's still like probably maybe a little too wild for the normal person to really comprehend.
Stuff that I know that I'm pretty positive about would be, I kind of joked about it with y'all were talking about textbooks.
Oh yeah.
When you were with Mario, and of course I didn't go the same direction he did, but I forgot we talked about that. But my whole direction on that was, and that's one of the other things I kind of got disappointed with the Trump administration about is
the Department of Education
taking all that Saudi Arabia, because.
They caused that. Right now, to our knowledge, like they had a huge part in 9/11. Still to this day, the Wahhabism like type culture in that they still like are okay with just killing indiscriminately.
Oh yeah. My big thing is that like you were talking about Department of Education that came about, I think during the Carter administration, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me
in the comments, please.
But they actually, like, part of the whole oil thing and everything like that. One of the things was the Saudi, I don't know if it was the government or Saudi connected people are the people who were writing our textbooks. Because if you'll notice, you could probably pick up a textbook from when you were in school and then pick up one from now, and it probably would be redacting information slightly, ever so slightly, every time they put out a new edition. Like, history. There's a lot of things they don't teach anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of a sellout. Hey, you give us oil.
What do you
print our textbooks?
What do you think they don't teach anymore? Because Mario has the same opinion, but just like different things that they don't teach us anymore.
From a religious standpoint?
Well, I don't think they really teach any kind of religion in public schools anymore.
They'll touch on it, and then but there'll be like a small sliver of Christianity. Then you'll have like multiple pages
of like Buddhism and Muslim.
Mostly Islam.
Yeah.
You'll have like, maybe that's their way of, they sell it that they're trying to explain it to the American people, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Not enough people talk about that. They don't teach history. They don't teach. I actually learned something really interesting earlier this morning, that the Rio Grande Valley in that area of Texas used to be its own country.
Country?
Yeah. Whenever all that took place, I think they said it made it 3 months, and they end up having to, give it to Texas or whatever. I don't know what it was.
Wow.
I was paying attention, but I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
But it was kind of neat. They were on their own country. Trying to remember what that border city is there. You got, was it Eagle Pass? And then you got, what's the other one? And you got Brownsville. There's like 3 like main ones along that valley.
Nuevo Laredo? Laredo?
That was it. They were their own country, that area.
Oh my
at one
God.
time.
My wife almost got kidnapped in Laredo.
Really?
Yeah. Not so like the U.S. side of the border, that town is called Laredo.
Okay.
On the Mexico side of the border, that town is called Nuevo Laredo, New Laredo. And during her transition, whenever she's got hired on to Tesla from her contracting gig, because she was an engineer on one of the contractors, and Tesla gave her an offer, and in order to be able to change that on her visa, she had to go to a physical border in order to have them to be able to document all of that and be able for her to cross legally now that she's no longer with the contracting company and now with Tesla. So so the plan was for me to drive down from Austin to Laredo, to the Laredo border. I parked at some Starbucks there, and I Ubered down to the border, and then just walked across the border. And then I was just waiting for her at the little town square that they had there. She had flown into Nuevo Laredo on the Mexico side, and she was expecting to just from the airport Uber to the central square and meet up with me. But little did she know that she tried to call an Uber. There was no Uber, like Uber wasn't operating in that area anymore due to safety, is what it said. So Diddy, have you ever heard of Diddy? Diddy is like the Chinese version of Uber, and that was operating in Nuevo Laredo. So she instead called a Didi, and similar to Uber, just like pulls up, you get in and go. But in this case, the Didi driver sent her a message and told her, hey, I'm not able to pick you up right at the airport. You have to walk outside of the premises of the airport for me to pick you up. So that was already a red flag, right? But she had no other option. So she was like, all right. So she walked all the way to the outer premises of the airport. And then they finally picked her up. Once they picked her up, the Uber started taking her to the center. And this other car caught up to them and with a gun waved it at the driver and was like, pull over. And at this point, she was already shitting brick. It was like, oh my God, I'm done for. And not only did she pull over, she pulled it over into an alley. And so the guys get out of the car. They start walking towards her car. She rolls down the window, and the guy asks my wife, what are you doing here? And she's like, oh, well, she couldn't say anything at first. She was like, you know?
Yeah.
But eventually just, hey, listen, it's okay. It's okay. Like, we're just, just trying to figure out who's who. So we just want to know what you're here for. So she eventually musters the words and says that I'm here to be able to confirm my visa, to confirm the change from one company to the next. I work for Tesla now, and I need to be at a physical border in order to do that. And this is the closest one to Austin, so this is why we're here. And he's like, okay. Do you have any proof?
Oh, wow.
So she was like, she's looking inside her backpack real quick and looked at and pulled up the offer letter that she had printed out for the border and customs. She showed him the offer letter, and he took the time to read the whole offer letter. And I was like, okay, do you have a passport, or like what does your visa look like? So she pulled out her visa and showed her visa. And that guy took a picture of her visa, took a picture of her passport, took a picture of the offer letter, and said, okay, sounds good. Have a good day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were those cops?
No. 100% they were narco, because it wasn't a cop car.
Yeah.
And it was like one of those flashy like guns. And it was just like they weren't in uniform. They were just guys in like a t-shirt and jeans.
They were trying to find a mule, weren't they? Somebody that would take stuff. Yeah. That's scary.
Yeah.
See, that's what I worry about.
Yeah.
Any kind of border crossing for me. I don't know.
Have you ever seen that Clint Eastwood movie, the Mule?
Mule, I haven't. I want to.
No, yeah, it was a pretty good one. I mean, he's older at that point, but
yeah,
it's kind of his like in between movies. Some of them are great, some of them are, oh man, you're old, man.
Yeah. Well, getting where I can't see. But his some of his later stuff has gotten pretty good. Pretty good. It's
Clint Eastwood?
Yeah. I mean, it was like, I don't know. I never did watch a lot of his stuff when I was growing up or anything either. But like, what was the name of the one? It was the one where he was the drill sergeant or whatever in the Marines. Shoot, I can't remember. Anyway.
Shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where he ends up beating up the Swede. Mario Van Peebles was in it, I think. Something like that. A long time ago. Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah,
that was it. That was it. That was a good movie. That was part of growing up. Then that's one of those ones I look back and I'm like, well, my family even let me watch that. Language.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of enjoyed the Gran Torino. A little rough.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good. Pretty good.
Who do you see as like the top baddie, so to speak, in the world right now?
In the world right now?
Yeah. Like if you could articulate where are the worst problems influencing our society are coming from right now?
Now you talking about political people?
I mean, politics has a role to play in it, yeah, but there's other stuff like culture.
Geopolitically,
religion.
I think Russia is our biggest issue right now.
Russia. As opposed to China?
China.
Who's more China?
China. They got tiny
hands. North Korea. I don't really think they're a threat as long as we have somebody that will slap the taste out of their mouth. They get out of line. We're good. I think. China, on the other hand, they're bold. Very bold. They do a lot of crazy stuff. It kind of bothers me that we have a lot of ties
with China
where we work at.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Not as much China, just the Chinese companies and stuff that
like
send over.
And
stuff. Some of those guys are cool. Some of them are like
technology.
You can't be over 18 years old, and here you are.
Yeah, the contractors. Yeah,
it's like, what the heck? Where'd you come from? You're in a third grade, boy. But as far as our culture goes, I really think our government has a lot of issues just by letting people get away with stuff. Things
So
like that.
law and order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from a huge standpoint, I think Hollywood probably, there's a lot of proof to back that up too. I mean, we got a lot of issues like Diddy. And then you got the whole Nickelodeon debacle with all those young kids.
We talked about that with me and Mario.
Oh, yeah.
Like towards the beginning of the podcast.
Dude, I haven't watched that. My son says you don't want to watch that. Yeah. He says you'll be so angry by the time it's over with.
Well, as a kid, like watching these shows and watching these people like grow up, it like it does kind of give you a little reality check of like how up some of these people are.
I honestly think that's been going on for a long, long time. Because you think about like some of the child stars, a lot of those people end up dying of drug overdoses or whatever. I think that's because they were just like ushered into a guy's office and says, I'll make you famous. Here's what you got to do. You know? And the parents are like, okay.
Yeah. Well, that got attached to Weinstein a lot too, Harvey Weinstein. But how do you feel about that? Like, because initially it was sold to us as like these unwitting women that were forced to do sexual acts in order to get some roles, some like prominent roles in Hollywood. But when you add context to the fact that, I mean, that was known, like that was presented, like, hey, listen, you know,
this what
you want
gotta
this
do.
role? This is what you got to do. That's just how it works here. I mean, you could go.
Oh yeah.
You know, you want this role? I mean, all right, let's do it.
Want to ever get any work doing anything else?
Yeah. So, like in a sense, it's still evil, right? Like, like he's not a good person,
right?
But for the people that consensually accepted to
right
to do these acts in order to move up in life, like that, I think that should also be examined along with like the evils that this guy perpetrated.
Oh yeah, but there's you know, I think that's in everything. I don't know. I just got this guttural feeling that the WWE was the same way.
Yeah. Oh no, the WWE was disgusting, man. Disgusting. But it was very entertaining. It was so entertaining, man.
Yeah.
I was locked in as a kid, man. I was so locked in. Dude, Rey Mysterio, Batista, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, man.
You look back on it, I kind of came on board before the WWF.
Oh, WWF.
Broke out open.
Hulk
real
Hogan,
big. They were like
Andre the Giant.
USA channel.
Yeah.
Didn't have a USA channel. We didn't have it where we lived. We were out in the country. But my dad's buddy would record all those matches and stuff and like send them to us on VHS. He'd drop by and be like, hey, here's this week's. Here's those. You can record over this one now.
Really?
You know, he had cable. He was in town. And he would record them. We'd watch those matches and stuff like that. That was part of growing up. And then going back and finding out what kind of character these people had when they were young.
Oh yeah.
When I was young.
Like Vincent.
Like stuff that they were doing. And it's just like, man, you ruined it. All those guys are taking, taking painkillers and crap like that. And, trying to be able to perform, and then they end up being horrible, horrible individuals,
I think
steroids.
the only one who turned out all right was The Undertaker. I think he's done a lot of podcasts, and it seems like, he's still, yeah, it was like the hardest job of all time. No one really thinks that fake wrestling is like a hard thing to do, but nah, these people are hard. Like these people know how to take pain.
And we didn't, we don't know that. When I was growing up, you don't know that.
But they're beef jerky?
Nah, thank you though. They were wrestling like 300 and something days a year. doing these high flying moves, taking these bumps. Good grief, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of times when I was playing football in high school, it'd be 2 days before I could move. I couldn't imagine doing it, you know, and that's what, you know, they were doing, you know, every night. And so, you know, I would say that it was probably, they had the physician that was handing the stuff out like candy because the show must go on. But they were just, I don't know. We had another guy I think kind of came out clean was Glenn Jacobs, Kane.
Oh, Kane.
Kane, yeah. He's actually the mayor of Knox County in Tennessee. Close to home.
Dude.
So he's kind of a major player in the Republican Party up in there. So he kind of came out clean. I'm sure I've heard stories. He's talked about stuff they've done, but he kind of like Undertaker. They don't talk about it a lot. You know, they keep it kind of in the back. But a few of those guys get out kind of clean. But a lot of those guys, man, just to hear, especially see these wrestlers that are still in it.
Yeah.
That don't have any business being in it.
Mm-hmm.
They can't move.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
As a kid, it kind of like what it's kind of what confirmed that I wasn't gay. The women wrestlers, and some of the storylines, the sexual tension they would create, be like, fuck, like, oh man.
Well, that kind of came. That's kind of where I left the WWE because I was married at that point.
Oh,
and you know, you can't. You know, I was like, I don't need to be watching this. You know, you know what I'm saying? So kind of like the D-Generation X.
Oh,
that era. I can't.
That was. I think that was the beginning of my era. Actually,
we quit watching it. We just couldn't. There's no way. And even now, I can watch it, and it's like, why? I don't know who these people are. You know, there's no storylines. They're horrible wrestlers. I was watching one the other day. They were trying to do something off the top rope, and it took them like 3 tries to, you know, to kind of sync up. And I'm like, that's something they threw together in the flipping locker room. Horrible. These guys, you know, I don't know. Jimmy Snuka, that dude ended up killing that girl, allegedly.
Wait, what? You got to explain this to me.
There was some girl that he like killed or something.
So outside of who is this girl? How?
I don't know who it was. It was like Jimmy the Superfly Snuka.
Mm-hmm.
He was like one of the big wrestlers back in the 80s. And he got out of it, I think. But it's pretty much well known that his road girlfriend, he ended up killing her or something. I'd have to. Dark Side of the Ring. That's all I'm going to say. You can watch Dark Side of the Ring. You'll find out some stuff.
Is it on Netflix?
I'll say it's A&E.
A&E.
Netflix. Maybe. I'd have to look it up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's some Dark Side of the Ring is, you got, there's a wrestler named New Jack. He's from ECW.
Mm.
And dude, I reckon he was like, he'd get coked up and like stab people during matches stuff because they had said something to him backstage or whatever, and he didn't like it. He'd hurt him. I mean, like try to kill him. Yeah, like it's crazy.
Cocaine was a huge part of our society during the time, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. That was. I don't think I've ever actually physically seen any before.
Really?
Yeah. Because try to stay away from that type of.
Yeah. Here, working here, back when I was the lead in Model Y, I had this technician who, he was smart. He was a smart technician. He was pretty sharp. But, I mean, guys kind of crazy. Like, and he knows it. He knows. He's a little crazy. But all he would really talk about is like getting back into war. Like he wanted to be out there, you know, like he wanted to, you know, commando this shit, like, you know, like go through it. And so the Ukraine war broke out. So I guess he had some connections, and it was like, dude, in like 3 months, I'm gonna go kill some Russians, dog. Like, I'm gonna go kill some Russians. Like, he is ready. Like, he's excited. So the next 3 months, it's just a delight to work with him because, like, no matter how shitty the job is, like, he's just like, dude, I'm gonna go kill some Russians.
28 days.
Yep, exactly. And so yeah, he like quits. He puts his 2 weeks in, and he goes out and is in the front lines of the Russian-Ukraine war.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, you can follow him on Twitter. His name is Garrett Reyes, like this guy. And he was on the Drinking Bros podcast at some point, like which is a pretty big podcast in like the podcast realm. And he's a really interesting guy. Anyway, the reason
or one other.
The reason I bring this up is because we were hanging out with a friend. Our friend, me and the friend that just died, that I went to the funeral for in Sinaloa. We went over to this friend's house. His name is Tyler, and we were just hanging out. And in the middle of the night, like we were hanging out for a while at this point, but it was just flowing throughout the whole night. And Garrett calls. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And Tyler's like, "Oh, hey, I'm just hanging out with Gerardo and Angel over here." He's like, say less. I'm gonna be there in I'll be there. Eventually he gets there, and this dude takes out like a little cocaine. He's like, "All right, boys, you ready to try this shit or what?" Oh man, I remember this moment fondly because it's kind of like what everybody teaches you, right? Like, all right, there's a type of situation where it's like, all right, you are obviously like, it was cool. Like it's innocent, like something he does is something that he knows he didn't die from. He might be addicted to it, but he didn't die from it. And it's just like, makes it a good time for everybody. So he just wants to include us in that moment or event in the situation he's trying to create. And so I was appreciative of that. But at the same time, I was like, Jesus, so this is like what peer pressure is, like 100%. This is what it is, this moment right now. And I looked at my friend Angel, the guy that just died, and me and him lock eyes, and we're like, am I thinking what you're thinking? Which is what we were thinking is, I'll do it if you do it.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, I won't do it. But we have to be in agreement here, 100%. Like, our relationship cannot move forward unless we are in 100% agreement here. And I just remember making the decision that, nah, man, nah, shit. It felt like a perfect moment to try it, Maybe you don't go into it, but it seemed like the comfortable, like these are friends that, they do care about you to some extent. And it was a chill vibe. Like, we were just hanging out. So it would be the time to do it. But we looked at each other and, all right, nah, we'll pass. But anyway, this is the friend, because I do consider him a friend. He was always really nice to me. That went out, and he's in Ukraine. I don't know if he's in Ukraine currently, but he went out to Ukraine. Like, he has this like a picture of himself with a bazooka, like just like all this like videos that he's taken from while he was out there. Like it's
crazy.
It's crazy. It's an interesting experience and perspective to have on the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my crazy my crazy friend.
There I don't think I was around at one time, but those guys were in another room, and I knew what they were doing. and told them I wouldn't,
Yeah.
wasn't partaking. You guys, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe twice, maybe another time that I ran across it, but because these guys kept slipping off, different time, slipping off to the bathroom when they come out, they'd be like, and I'm like, what y'all doing in there?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't say nothing. They did like, nothing, man. So anyway, I think that was when I was in high school. Man, that's crazy. But yeah, it's probably, I would say that's still a little more plentiful down here. At least it was at one point than what it was back in Tennessee. Is like the big thing. The big thing right now.
You can let her know, like, oh shit.
They can.
How long has it been?
Oh wow, 7.
How much longer you want to go? Up to you.
I'm really gonna have to roll because I got to go and get ready for work and stuff because it's that's like a whole wind down thing for me.
Yeah,
I've got to, especially with the hours I've been keeping lately. I've been like sleeping in.
Yeah,
trying not to. I get up yesterday at like 6:30. I thought, man, this is late compared to when I'm gonna have to wake up Monday. So anyway, but yeah, she's probably like, hey, you need to come eat.
yeah, like I'm ready. Like same thing with my girl.
But yeah, there's that's one of those things that's like it's huge back home. There's the heroin triangle that's coming up through Atlanta, going into Chattanooga, into Tennessee. That's becoming a big issue. The opioid crisis created a lot of heroin addicts.
Really?
Back in the day.
Back in the day, not anymore.
Well, I don't. I guess, but it's it's just that's where a lot of it comes from. They go and they get hurt, and the doctor's like, oh,
yeah,
and all of a sudden you can't have enough of it, and they're out trying to score it off, score heroin off the street to get their fix because they can't get the pills anymore.
Yeah,
Anyway, I watch a lot of documentaries.
Yeah. Have you heard of the Nicaragua Contra?
Contra?
Yeah, the Contra scandal.
Yeah.
What do you know about all that?
I found out a little more about it here a while back that Bill Clinton was heavily involved with that when he was governor of Arkansas.
Yeah.
They were flying the drugs and the narco and stuff in and out of Arkansas, some airport, something or other. So he got a lot of baggage. Yeah. I think a lot of that may be why he gets away with so much, him and his wife.
Yeah, the deals they made back in the day.
Deals,
I mean, they made relationships.
Oh yeah,
they made some strong relationships.
I think that's why
namely
a lot of people,
guys like Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah,
Anand Khashoggi.
And all of a sudden, Epstein suicides or whatever himself. I tried to say that internet worthy, but I messed up.
Yeah. What do you feel about this? Because do you see this? I mean, I know you're not into politics anymore, but
a little bit.
Do you see this divide between the Republican Party right now? Between like
internally,
internally, internally between like let's say the Ben Shapiros of the world and the Tucker Carlsons of the world.
You're talking about like I'm trying to think. Carlson, he's kind of on the same page as Candace Owens, right? With the whole Jewish thing and all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I'm having to catch myself up.
Yeah.
But there's a pretty big divide there. I think there's always been one, internally, just like
ever since Trump, right? Like once Trump came on the scene,
he did come in and shake things up. He's trying to, make America great again. I'm sorry it had to come out that way.
Make America great again.
But like whenever they were trying to, when they were doing the vote and a J6 thing happened or whatever, and we all know what the FBI and everybody else, CIA and stuff was involved in that.
Yeah.
Ushered in by Nancy herself.
See everything about the pipe bomber and how they're...
Oh, yeah, they're connecting that to it and everything, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I don't trust my government. But I think that's a divide, like the guy you was talking about, Tom from Kentucky.
Tom Massey. Yeah, and Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Some of those guys, I think they might have got forced into voting and validating that vote.
Yeah. No. I don't think he validated it. I don't think either of them did.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a big issue. They were trying to, I don't know. But they validated the Biden administration in, and that I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. I don't think it was just the Democrats that staged that J6. That was a lot of people that were like,
within the Republican Party,
I got elected to be here for the rest of my life, and this guy is going to probably end up getting term limits before long. Let's help him out.
Yeah.
Oh, we miss you, Donald. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of those guys, gals, whatever you want to call it. But it's shady, man. Shady.
Very.
Everything's shady.
Very shady.
And it usually revolves around power.
Yeah. Who do you think power is?
Power?
Yeah.
People that hold the money.
Who do you think hold the money?
The money? The banks.
The banks. Yeah.
The banks.
Oh, yeah.
And the
banks. And the connected people to the banks.
Yeah. And all the people that made deals with the banks.
Yeah.
To do this and that and the other.
Yeah.
The power
how do you
the
feel
money
about...
that they give these senators and whatnot.
Yeah.
On the side, or we'll give you a gig for 4 years after we'll report that income as you're doing so and so.
Well, we'll make this connection with this one company that will put you on their board, and we're actually going to give a pretty big contract to this company in the future. Like not right now, obviously, but like once you're on the board, we'll give this company a really big contract.
They just need you to vote for them.
100%. Yeah. Have you heard of the Israel lobby? The APAC?
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. APAC, yeah.
APAC.
APAC, the way they've been in the news a lot lately, especially ever since October 7th. No one really understands what lobbying is, like what is lobbying? When you hear lobbyists, when you hear interest, like how do these interests with money, how are they able to influence politicians, congressmen, senators, presidents? Or council members of the Federal Reserve, the bankers.
It may be kind of like that whole Hollywood thing. They may get them in compromising positions and get the information collected on them.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and pay you, but you can't say anything about it. Cause,
there you go. Going back to Epstein, because there's verifiable information that Monica Lewinsky, like that information was used against Bill Clinton to try to force him to be able to pardon Jonathan Pollard, which was an Israeli spy that was caught and was imprisoned for giving Israel secrets that they eventually gave to the Russians during the Cold War. And obviously, like, that would be a big no-go for like the American people. Like, what do you mean you're going to pardon this motherfucker? And the Monica Lewinsky scandal was used on him as leverage to be able to make that happen, but it didn't happen. Eventually, guess who pardoned him?
I don't remember.
Obama.
Oh.
Obama pardoned him, and he let him go and sent him back to. I mean, not back to Israel because he was born in the United States. But he got sent back to wherever he felt like his loyalties lie. And once he got back, Bibi Netanyahu like welcomed him like a hero, and he got off the plane and got on his knees and kissed the ground, and it was like this whole emotional like thing, and
it's stuff you won't see on mainstream media. I mean.
No, it's the stuff that you will never see on mainstream media.
Or not know about. Don't know the context anyway.
Yeah.
And they won't show the whole kneeling and kissing the ground. And Netanyahu praising him or whatever.
Yeah. It's such an uncomfortable subject, man, because before it's just like a standard procedure to go to Israel as a politician and go like kiss the Wailing Wall and pay your respects and all that, and now it just seems like I mean just the slightest, like the very just surface level type scrutiny. Like why does everyone have to do that? Everyone, the Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter. They all have to go. All of them, all 200 and something congressmen and senators, they all have to make their pilgrimage and go like kiss that wall and put the little hat on. No one, if you just ask, but like, why do they do that? Like that is like, oh my, that sends everybody into a craze. Like, why are you asking questions?
Why are you questioning that?
Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of this angst, a lot of this like stuff like how Mario like puts it, like I think that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. It's like the hypocrisy, this like weird stuff that just never gets an answer to. It's always like turned back around and then eventually and turned into like, hey, you're just anti-Semitic. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, man. Like the question in itself is the problem that obviously we're just not ever going to see eye to eye.
Yeah. And that's been uncomfortable with me because, again, like I said, as far as I can remember, every church I've ever been involved with, everybody's wanted to praise Israel.
Yeah.
And this, that, and the other. And we're going to take up an offering this end. And
yeah.
I'm like, and then again, in the back of my mind, I'm like.
I had a Melissa, the first lady that was on the podcast.
Okay.
She talked about like the church that she grew up in as well. Like like everybody in the church, they were all like, they all want to go to Israel. They all want to go to Israel.
I wouldn't mind going too.
Yeah, no, Israel seems like a really cool place to go, especially if you go on these types of pilgrimages because they got the tourism like system down. You're a Christian evangelical. Like, let me show you like democracy at work, capitalism. This is the bee's knees, man. Yeah, but don't look at Palestine. No, don't look over there.
Yeah, and that's where I'm torn too.
Yeah,
because I've done a lot of studies into that system. I'm not even gonna call it a faith.
Yeah,
that system.
Yeah,
and I know what it is, and it's I don't know. Whenever I kind of haven't been paying attention to it, but from people are saying that they were like keeping them from getting food and stuff. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, were they really doing that?
Yeah.
What, if they are, then there's something to this, whatever. I don't know. I'd have to look into it, but.
Or like really what really just like is when they won't like let journalists in. Like journalists that are willing to die to go like try to document this stuff. That's been like a thing for like forever. Like they won't let them in. Like why aren't you letting Western journal? If you think the journalism that is coming out of Gaza is biased because it's not Western journalism, why aren't we allowing Western journalists to go inside and risk their lives? Like, because that's also pretty important, right? Have you ever seen the movie Civil War?
Maybe.
It's a great movie.
Tom Cruise movie?
No. It's a like a A24 film. It came out maybe 4 years ago. The premise of it is just trying to depict what a civil war would look like in modern America right now. And it seems like literally like going to the gas station right next door. I recommend it 100%.
Okay.
It has no storyline. Don't expect to see a story. Like you're not going to be guided through some kind of story. It's literally, you're just following these like photojournalists, these people that just like take photos of different parts of America to try to tell a story. And at the end, they get to like Washington, D.C., and there's this like big crescendo that happens. But really all it's trying to do is try to depict different like situations in which you yourself might experience a civil war if it ever happened in the United States. Like something like just like in your neighborhood, like your neighborhood gas station, or your neighborhood, like right here, like that house and that house. Like these types of things that you just never really can understand as an American, to see real violence and carnage happening in your everyday neighborhoods. That is that's kind of what that movie tries to depict. It's called Civil War. It's by Alex Garland. I highly recommend it. Just to kind of ground yourself in like what real like shit might look like if we just don't try to figure this out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And for me personally, it's a little different now than what it used to be, because like in Tennessee, we could escape to property. I knew the woods. I knew where I could go. I knew where everything ended up.
Yeah.
If something goes down. And here I'm like, let me ask Google. Everything's flat. They can see you way out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird because it's just the progression that things have happened over the years. And I know where you're going at, but like they're looking like showing you what's happened somewhere else and like what it would look like here, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, not just what's happening somewhere else. It's just trying to put like our own like American flair to it.
Okay.
Like there's this really epic scene I have to show you because it kind of articulates that. It's not like you're not going to see this type of scene anywhere in some kind of Muslim country. It's kind of distinctly American. Yep, here we go. This is just a scene.
Quiet, there's one hung up in there.
Oh, they're just like spreading lime over dead bodies. Like,
Hey guys, what's happening? I guess there's some kind of misunderstanding here.
Yeah?
Yes, sir. Those two guys over there, they're my colleagues.
What kind of colleagues?
Journalists, sir. We're passing through.
Passing through to where?
Charlottesville.
Charlottesville. What's in Charlottesville?
Good hiking, I hear. Actually, we are covering the university campus there. They started a new program. They are reopening the school, which is it's a real feel-good story.
Uh-huh.
And I guess we all need that, right?
Yeah. This guy's your colleague? This guy here?
Yes, sir. He's my...
That guy?
You see that guy over there selling the truck?
Sir?
Just what? Just what?
You know what?
What?
Just please.
Just please?
Sir, please.
Sir. Yes, just speak.
We're American journalists.
You told me that already.
Okay? We work for Reuters.
Reuters doesn't sound American.
It's a news agency.
I know what Reuters is.
Sir, okay. I'm just saying.
Just what?
We're American, okay?
Okay. What kind of American are you? Central American? South American? What?
Florida.
Florida. Central. What about you? Where are you from?
Tell him, Jesse.
Missouri?
Missouri? It's the show me state, right?
Yes.
Isn't that what they call it?
Yes.
Why do they call it the show me state?
I don't know.
You don't know? It's American. It is American. 100%. What about you? Where are you from?
Colorado.
Colorado. Colorado, Missouri. That's what I'm talking about. It's American. Who's this guy hiding over here? Hey, buddy. What's your deal? Where are you from? Huh? Where are you from? What? You can't speak? Are you mute? You can't speak English? Yes, you can. Yes, you can't. Okay. You open your mouth and tell me where you're from. Just make sure it's clear fucking English, okay? Where are you from?
I'm from Hong Kong.
Oh, China.
China. Just stop it, okay? Who the fuck? Stop it! You get in the fucking car!
Oh shit, she fell into. Oh shit, I can't. Dude, I just buried a dog. And that felt weird. I can't imagine falling on top of that. Oh fuck.
Go, 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 go!
But yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That looks like a good movie, though.
Yeah, 100%. It's it fills you with tension, but it doesn't tell you a story. It's just like, hey, like fuck, wake up, man.
I got you.
Yeah. But I think that's what this whole economic and foreign aid issue is kind of leading us to is this huge divide between the Ben Shapiros and the Tucker Carlsons of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like that might be. That's why I'm more interested in that side of the politic type of conversation as opposed to what's happening in the Democrat side. Because I think we're all coming to a consensus, especially with the people that are having the religious revival, especially with the younger generation. They feel this strongly.
Yeah.
I mean, gay stuff shouldn't be preached. You know, like okay, do what you want in your private areas, but like, come on, like don't come at our kids with that shit.
Right.
Same thing with the transsexual stuff, and that type of stuff. So like the whole the Democrats kind of like put their brand on all that, so they have to recover from that at some point. But right now, where most of the most interesting political discourse that is happening is inside the Republican Party. And it is between those two factions, between the Tucker Carlsons of the world and the Ben Shapiros. And maybe not the Ben Shapiros. For different people, it's going to be different people, like Mark Levin. I don't know if you ever heard of that guy, but these types of characters that are super, super pro-Israel. And the people that, like, for example, Tucker Carlson, who was never against Israel for all of his career up until recently, to where it kind of like put a whole shockwave throughout the whole thing. And I don't know if you ever heard about Nick Fuentes. You heard of that guy?
I think I've heard you guys talking about him.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with for all these establishment type of commentators out there. And I think that's kind of where we should, focus our energy towards and trying to, communicate and talk it out, because people are on two complete opposite sides of it. And it gets to the point where it is a religious type issue, to where like the clashing that comes out of it, especially homegrown here in the United States, especially for people that are more loyal to Israel than they are to the United States, it's gonna become real awkward real quick. And I think that's where the main divide is happening. But on a positive note, these types of conversations are happening, man. Cross-generational.
Yes, sir.
Like, who would have thought? Like my family still has trouble trying to communicate to their own parents or to their grandparents. It's a whole different point of view that just people don't understand at all. They can't even begin to understand. Like, there's too much emotion associated with it.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's a lot of it is emotion. You have to kind of separate your emotional leanings, I guess. It's like, because, we talked about the sexual stuff, the transsexual stuff. Like, I got a friend that's that way. I can never be against that. Well, okay, you got a friend. You got a friend that's, married to a dude married to whatever. I don't care. Do what you want to do. Even though I think it's wrong. But, don't try to make me accept it.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it has come down to the fact that I think it's something I was trying to touch on earlier. We don't live in a society where we can be critical of one another anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We get hurt, disappointed, emotional. All these things, are all emotions at people because they have a different viewpoint. I feel like that's where we need to come together and have those conversations and still be able to slap each other a high five, walk away and see you at work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Slap a high five. Hey, I'll see you next week at church.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Well, anyway, I'd hope that wouldn't be the case with some of the subjects, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? And as far as politics go, there was a friend of mine, that the day after Trump got elected in 2016, blocked me from every social media feed, and they have made it their life mission, the county I grew up in, to make it Democrat again. After that happened, I missed my last class reunion because of that, because I didn't want to start no crap. You know what I mean? It was the softer side of me saying, "No, I'm not going to do it." I'm just not going to avoid it. But we have one this year for a 35th. I'm going back. And I'm just going to pretend like nothing ever happened.
You're going to let it out if they ask?
No, I'm just going to, whatever. I'm different. I've changed. Whatever. That's somebody that I've known since I was, I think we worked together when I was 16. I've known, graduated high school with them, anyway, it's just weird how that happened. I didn't even know about the last reunion we were having until I got the people who were like, "Hey, you going to the reunion?" And I'm like, "What reunion?" Well, haven't you? No, I haven't. That person blocked me on social media. I have no clue. Oh, here, let me link it to you.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to look at it. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, but.
Well, in the spirit of reunions, I think we should all, I don't know, hang out more.
Oh yeah.
In different aspects. Because one thing that we've me and my wife come to realize that it'd be a really cool thing if we did a yearly thing that people can count on, like a type of tradition type situation to where
not tied to a holiday.
Yeah, not tied to a holiday. I mean, within the holiday spirit. All leading up to Christmas, we'll do this. This year we did this thing called a posada. Mm-hmm. Where it's kind of just a reenactment of Mary and Joseph going from door to door.
Oh, okay.
Trying to find a place to let Jesus be born. And so we do this reenactment where we sing these songs, and we just walk around the neighborhood singing these songs, and then eventually get back to our house. And then split off the group. One group goes inside the house and one group stays outside the house. And the group inside the house sings a specific verse. And then the outside group sings the other verse, and then vice versa. And then just go back and forth for a little bit. And then eventually it's like, oh, we found a match. We found a house or a place that will give us at least not a room inside their house, but they can give us a manger. And then when they proceed into the house, and we all go around, you saw in there that the whole design of the nativity scene. We all gather around the nativity scene and sing a happy joyful type song, kind of all right, we all got a posada is what they call it, when you allow a stranger and you give them refuge inside your home.
Yeah.
And that's what they call a posada. And it's a high jingle. Then you pray a few verses of the rosary, and then you end with the song, and then that's it. afterwards, then it's like, all right, you get some Mexican hot chocolate, you get some ponche that has like apple, like guayaba, all this stuff inside it. Then you can mix in some whiskey if you want. And then everybody just hangs out. Oh, and tamales and pozoles. That's the other thing is that tamales are hard to make. They're so time consuming. That the other cool thing about the whole posada thing was it wasn't just that day that was cool about it. It was the days following it of our friends coming over to the house to help us prepare and make all the tamales, because you have to do all the masa and then manually put the masa on each like leaf, every single one. That takes a lot of time.
Oh yeah.
So friends coming over to just hang out and like do that type of stuff in preparation for a lot of other people to come and enjoy that type thing is a thing I think we should all start doing and have our own little traditions.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I think gathering and being together, and actually building something, even though it's a tamale.
Yeah,
you build something together. You get to know people.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
It's just it's a bonding experience to be able to work with people. That's why it's weird. I love people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. A lot of times Mom will be like, who's that? I don't know. I noticed they had on a Texas hat and I thought I started talking about it. But I just, I like to know about people. Like a lot of people I work with, I know they get tired of me talking and asking questions. They're like, why are you asking me about this? Where are you from? Oh, I was born in, and like I asked you earlier,
Yeah.
Tell me about, tell me about your family.
Yeah.
So that I just like to know about people, where they come from, what they do, what traditions they like,
Yeah.
or do,
Yeah.
perform, things like that.
Mhm.
That's neat. That's neat. You weren't Matt
Ramos?
Yeah. Was talking about his hands hurting one day. He wasn't part of that crew, was he?
He was.
He
was, dude. Yo,
talking about his hands.
He was going through it with us, man. Yeah.
Because I asked him because I don't know. I'm from Tennessee.
Yeah.
We get ham. Ham is a huge thing because pork was a huge product in Tennessee. Some of your three top pork providers are in Tennessee. Ree Farm. I don't know. I'll think of the other one. Jimmy Dean. And then I think there's a sausage that we like a lot. It's called Swaggerty's. Swaggerty's brand. They are at Sam's. They have the frozen patties. Breakfast sausage. It's good.
Wow.
So anyway, pork is a huge deal. My grandfather used to slaughter hogs and make ham for people that drive from miles around, pick out their hog. They'd put it down. They'd go out, scrape it, do the whole thing, process it, cure the ham, whatever.
Right.
I remember a little bit of that when I was a kid. But ham is huge. So I asked, man, I was like, what's the deal? What y'all, and he was talking about tamales. And I was like, okay, what's the deal with that? Is that like your traditional holiday thing that everybody does? He said he's thinking that it was because everybody kind of gets together and you got enough hands to make a lot of them.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take you a week to make enough for a meal.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So, but I remember him saying something about his hands. Like, my hands are killing me right now. That was the other day at work, I think, back the week before Christmas, I think.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. It's
I was wondering if he was in that crew with you.
Definitely. 100%. There's a picture. I'll show you this whole video afterwards, but yeah, it was fun. But all right, Scott Goff. Dude, this was awesome.
Same here.
Dude, we did 6 hours, man.
For real.
Yeah.
Could 8.
Yeah, dude.
Golly.
Dude.
Saw a hat in Wimberley yesterday. Said, daggum. It's long.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Well, hopefully we could do this again sometime. And dude, thank you so much for coming.
Hey, no problem. My pleasure.
Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing.
you for asking.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot of times
man.
us old guys get
shoved to the side.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. That guy's old. Don't ask him. He'll be over there telling you to get off his lawn.
Nah. Yeah, all is welcome here
Yeah.
in the local frequency.
Awesome. I had a great time.
Oh,
Thank you
yeah.
for having me.
No problem at all, man. Let's do it
All right.
again sometime.
No
All right.
problem.
I'll see you later.